How's it going, guys? It's Oceans Reviews here today. So today I'm going to be filming another episode of everything I watched in said month, I guess. I don't even know, it sounds so weird when I say the title of these videos. But essentially these videos are just me going through everything I watched in a certain month, or just every month that passes I do one of these videos just going through everything that I watched movie wise, and yeah, I just record all the films that I watch on my Letterboxd account, and I just go through all those titles with you guys and talk about them and everything as such. So for people that are new here, the list of my titles that I've watched will be over here, appeared on the right hand side, or the left hand side for you, I guess. And yeah, let's get into it. So this month was pretty good in terms of, you know, watching stuff. You know, I didn't do like the 31 days of horror like some people did. I did try and squeeze in a fair few horror films, but I did mix it up a little bit. You know, I don't think I could stick to the one genre all month. Yeah, I don't think I can do that. I think I go a bit crazy, to be honest. I need to like mix it up a bit. Not because like I go crazy, just like I don't know, I feel like I need to mix it up, otherwise I get bored or something. But I did watch my fair share of horror. So anyway, first page, here we go. So we watched Friday the 13th. This is the 2009 version of Friday the 13th. This is one that I tend to revisit quite often. I enjoy it because of Jared Padalecki is in this one. So Sam from Supernatural is in this film, and it kind of feels like I'm watching like a really extended episode of Supernatural. I don't know why, because he's in it, so it makes it feel that way. But you know, it's a good film. It's a good slasher film. I enjoy it, but I feel like some of the originals, the older versions, the older movies, I enjoy more, just a little bit more. But it is a solid slasher, Friday the 13th, 2009. Then we got Deep Star 6. So this is like I guess like a creature feature type film. Pretty enjoyable. Really good acting in this one, and I was pleasantly surprised. It was a good movie. It was a fun movie, that one. Then we watched M. Night's The Village. So I've gone through and watched quite a few of M. Night's movies now, and yeah, I wanted to check out The Village. It seemed kind of interesting to me, but for me, this one I couldn't really connect to. The story, really, I didn't really enjoy. I guess the acting wasn't... No, the acting was good. I forget the girl that played, I guess, the main protagonist in this. I forget her name, but she was really good in this. But I didn't really like the twist. It's just something that I didn't gravitate towards. It didn't really grab me as I thought I would. As I thought it would. It just, yeah. I don't know. What do you guys think about that movie down below, The Village? Then we watched The Stuff. Now, this was a pretty cool sort of 80s horror flick. This one was a lot of fun. It was a good movie. Essentially, it's about like, I guess, this company that finds this alien sort of like goo, and they turn it into, I guess, like ice cream and start selling it out to the public, and you know, just all these things start going wrong with all the people that start eating this stuff. Pretty cool concept. I think it was pretty memorable. It was a fun movie, this one, The Stuff. And then I watched The Evil Dead. So first time watch for me. I watched, I think it's the 2010 Evil Dead, the remake sort of thing. I've watched that one. But this one was really good. I really enjoyed this film. It was a great horror film, and I feel like it holds up, like, for me, just completely. I thought it was great. I thought it was a great movie. I really enjoyed this one, the first Evil Dead film. I still need to see the second one. A lot of people say the second one is their favorite, but yeah, we'll see how we go. I think I'll enjoy that one as well, because I really enjoyed this one. Then we watched Wormwood Road of the Dead. So this is like I guess like an Australian sort of zombie flick, which was kind of interesting. It was good. It was fun. Some good action scenes in it. It was a bit weird at times. Some kind of like cringy moments, I guess, but the action was pretty solid. Some pretty cool like zombie kills and stuff like that, and it was enjoyable for that. Then we watched Happy Death Day. So this movie is kind of like a Scream kind of whodunit Groundhog Day ripoff. It's like all a mix in between. It was fun. It was a good movie. You know, it was a good time. I wouldn't say it was like amazing or it was, you know, really bad. It was just, you know, it was average, but it was good. It was a fun time, you know, just something to kill I don't know, an hour with, you know, sort of just a fun little movie to watch and to get through. Then we watched The Omen. So yeah, this was good. I really enjoyed this. I hadn't seen this movie prior, so this was a first time watch for me. I think a few of these horror movies that I watched this month were a first time watch. But I really enjoyed The Omen. It was good. I still need to watch the second one though. I've heard some people say they like that one more, or that's like their favorite. So I'll be interested to see what that one's like. So yeah, next page. So then we watched Blade. I hadn't seen Blade before, and I really enjoyed this. I thought it was a good film. Some good action scenes in it. Really cool vampire flick. Yeah, it was just an all-round like cool movie. It was just really done really well. Then I watched Intergalactic. So this was like a new animated film that came out on Netflix maybe a few weeks ago, and it was really good. Really nice visual art style with it. The transition between scenes in this film, it just seems really seamless, and it was just done really well. It was just perfect. Also, I really liked the music that was used as well in this film. It was a lot of fun. It was relaxing to watch, and it was just nice. It was comfortable. It was like a comfortable movie for me, and I gave that a pretty good review. Then we watched Shudder. Apparently, this is like a remake of like another film. This version of Shudder, and a lot of people say that the other film is better. This one was, you know, it was okay. I wasn't really too into it. It wasn't the best. It was just kind of average. I wouldn't return to it at all. But then we watched Friday the 13th, the final chapter. This one was really good. I really enjoyed this film. It's probably up there with my favorite Friday the 13th film, which is part 2. Great kills. Really good characters in this, some great acting. I really enjoyed, just the scenario. I just enjoyed this film a lot. I thought it was done really well, and just it was great kills, great atmosphere. It was good. It was good. It was a good film. Then we watched Red Dragon. So I hadn't taken the time to watch this for a while. I've had it in the collection for a while, Red Dragon. But I finally, I wanted to watch it following up from Silence of the Lambs. I really wanted to watch Red Dragon, and this one was really good, but I still think Silence of the Lambs is a better film. I just enjoy, I don't know, there's something about it. Even though it's like the same formula is used for both films, I feel like Silence of the Lambs is still a better film in general. I don't know why, but I just feel like it is. Then we got Hannibal Rising. I sort of went from Red Dragon and then watched Hannibal Rising. Essentially, this is like, Hannibal Rising. This is like how Hannibal came to be, essentially, in his younger years. And I don't know. The main character that played young Hannibal, he was pretty cool, and he seemed to be able to play him quite well, and he's sort of acting and his voice was sort of on par with him as he is now, like the Hannibal that we know. But the film I feel like is not really needed. I just don't think it was that good, and it probably shouldn't have been done. But it was enjoyable. It was a pretty decent, I guess, like revenge type story, like backstory of Hannibal Lecter as, you know, a youngin. So it was okay. I wouldn't return to it. It's one Hannibal film that I wouldn't return to. Then I watched Raging Bull. I really enjoyed this film. Robert De Niro's acting in this was just superb. I really enjoyed it all the way through. I thought it was a great movie. I'm pretty sure this movie has a Criterion as well. So, you know, if I ever get the chance, I'll eventually pick that up because I really enjoyed this film. I thought it was spot on. Probably some of his best acting, in my opinion, in Raging Bull. But yeah, it's a great film. Really enjoyed it. Then we watched The Devil. So essentially, like, this movie's about 4 people that are... Is it 4 or 5? I think it's 5. Yeah, 5 people that were stuck in an elevator and one of them's, like, possessed by the devil or something, rather. And it was fun. I enjoyed this film. And there was a nice little twist in it as well. Kept me engaged. It was engaging and it was a fun time. And it's not really... I wouldn't even say it's a horror film. It feels more of a thriller to me, in a way. But yeah, it dips into a bit of a horror, but then I feel like it's more of a thriller as well. But yeah, it was enjoyable. It was really enjoyable, this one. Right. So, next page. So, we watched Spree. I don't know, this one, yeah, it's okay. It's a bit of fun. Not something that I typically want to return to, but I kind of liked the idea. But yeah, I think it's worth watching at least once. I feel like if you have nothing else to watch and it's a rainy day, just check it out. I thought it was a bit of fun, but typically not something that I would return to in the future. Then we watched Deliver Us from Evil. This is one that I revisit quite often. I really enjoy this one. This one has Eric Banner in it. And I think his acting in this is really good. I like the story. It's really creepy. It's super like atmospheric. It just gets you. It gets to me. It creeps me out, this movie. I feel like it's super dark and scary, and there's some really freaky moments, and it's just a creepy film with some really scary moments and scenes in this, and I always sort of enjoy it and revisit it quite often. That one, I'll probably pick that up eventually on physical at some point. It's on Netflix at the moment, so if you want to check it out, there you go. Then I watched Adaptation. So this was for my Nicolas Cage movie review series, and I wanted to watch it as well, of course. I want to watch all these films of Nicolas Cage. This film was really good. I really enjoyed this. But I'll save it for, you know, my review and my talk about it. Then I watched X. So X was like a new kind of slasher horror film. You know, it was good. I feel like it's a pretty good modern day attempt at a slasher type film. I'll be interested to check out the other film, Pearl, at some point when I can, but I'm not sure if this is something that I've returned to, really. But it was okay. It was some really weird scenes in this, and I feel like I don't really want to talk about it on camera. It's just something that you're going to have to watch for yourself, and yeah, have a look at that. Now we get to a film that everyone's been raving about, and it's all I hear about on social media these days, and that is Terrifier 2. So you're probably wondering, Daniel, how did you watch this? How did you watch this film? So they had a free version on YouTube that someone found, and I was like, oh, let's check it out. You know, it's on YouTube. It was on YouTube, full movie on YouTube. So I watched it from there, and yeah, it was pretty grotesque. Like some really brutal kills in it, like extreme, like over the top. But everything else surrounding the film is just terrible. Honestly, it's just terrible. Like the acting is just terrible. The I don't know. It's just some of the scenes, the acting is terrible. It drags in a lot of places. It's really slow in some places. The film is extremely long, and it starts to drag a lot. But you're sort of kept there for the kills. This film is only for the kills, and that's it. It's literally that's it. That's it. You're looking at the kills, and that's it. Everything else is just like, nah. I don't know why people are giving this film that much praise. I mean, I can understand that if you're a horror fan, you love your kills, go for it. You love this film. You love this film, of course. But like everything else surrounding it is just, it's not good. And that's just me being honest. It's not something that I would return to either. But for the kills, I have to give it credit where it's due. The kills were really good, and they were done really well, and super gory, and it was done really well. But yeah, just everything else surrounding it sort of put me off a bit. Then I rewatched Alien. After quite a long time. I haven't revisited this film in a very long time. I just kind of wanted to rewatch it, just to refresh my memory of the film. So yeah, I mean, it was good. It holds up, of course. Alien, it's like a classic, sci-fi horror classic. There's not much I can say about it. Then I watched Knives Out. A lot of people seem to really love this film and give it a lot of praise, but I don't really see the appeal to it. It feels like a sort of made for Netflix type film for me. I just didn't really enjoy it as much as I thought I would. It was just like it felt like just a Netflix movie, like a run-of-the-mill sort of throwaway Netflix film for me. But I will check out the newest one when it does come out or whatever. I'll check that out. But this is something that I didn't really enjoy, and I just won't return to. Tell me what you guys think about this movie anyway, if you guys enjoyed it or what you think about it. And then I watched The Perks of Being a Wallflower, so this is something that I'd revisit. I really enjoy this film, so I revisit it quite often, like a lot. But yeah, it's a good film. Really love Logan Lerman in this, top performance, really great acting from everyone in it. But yeah, so next page, last and final page, went to sort of a comfort film for me, just to something to throw on and just enjoy and not really think too much about it, and that's Hitch. Kind of enjoy it, some fun moments in there, just something like a bit of a comfort film, something you can just chill out to and not think about. Then I watched The Frozen Ground. I done a review for this, so that will be coming very soon. You guys will see that. And then I also watched The Wicker Man. So I done a review for this as well, and that will be coming very soon as well. So you guys will see that in the next couple of weeks. Then I watched The Black Phone. It was very good. Some great supernatural themes in this. I thought the acting was really good. I want to see more of the Grabber, like as a character. I want to see more of Ethan Hawke playing that character. I think they could do like a prequel film for him, and like how his origins and how he came to be, and maybe more about the masks and things like that. I thought the masks were really creepy. I enjoyed, just the acting was pretty good. The children acting was really good. Some really cool, like creepy supernatural themes that were used, and it was just enjoyable. Like, it was a really good film. It was something that I'll definitely return to in the near future. So, and then I watched All Quiet on the Western Front. Wow, this is the best film I watched in the month, in October, and definitely I think it is the best film I've watched of the year. And I'm serious when I say that. This film blew me away. I could not believe what I was watching it. Honestly, AJ mentioned this in his review, that he felt like he was in the trenches next to the soldiers that were literally, on the front line. And I felt like that as well. It just felt so surreal, realistic, really brutal, just like extreme scenes that were just like nothing that I've never seen before in a war film. I feel like I've seen my fair share of war films and nothing came close to this film that just impacted me in a certain way. They were just truly terrifying, and they struck this film struck like a chord with me. It almost had me in tears in some like moments, just to see how brutal it really is, and this film portrays it so well. Honestly, it was terrifying to see, and I feel like this is a film that needs to be watched by everyone. I thought it was honestly a masterpiece. It should be getting Best Picture, I think, because the visuals are amazing. The cinematography is just amazing. I'd say so far this is the best film of 2022 for me. Even better than Top Gun Maverick. So that's saying something. That's saying something. It's just a great film all round. I loved it. Can't highly recommend it. Can't recommend it enough. But there you go, guys. That's everything I watched in the month of October. Not as many scary movies as I hoped to get in, but I sort of tried to balance it out. I didn't really want to just go full scary and just dive into horror all month. I didn't really want to do like 31 days of horror. Yeah, I don't know. I need to mix it up a little bit. I sort of get a bit bored of the same genre. I like to sort of dip my hands into, a bit of everything. At all times, and no matter what sort of season of the month or the year it is, or I still dip my hands into whatever I feel like at the time. But yeah, that's everything I watched. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If there's any titles here that you'd like to comment on down below, I'd love to hear your thoughts about any of these movies. Anything that you've seen? Do you like any of these movies in here? Is there some movies that you don't like? Do you agree with some of my opinions? Maybe not. I'd like to know. I'd definitely like to know. So yeah, comment down below. Comment down below, and we'll have a discussion about film. As you can probably see as well, it's a bit different lighting at the moment. It's dark. It's currently nighttime now. I don't really record when during the nighttime because of the lighting, but now I'm rambling on, and this video is going to go on forever. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. I think in the next video you'll see another Nicolas Cage review, so look forward to that. And yeah, I'll see you in the next video.